My people, the worst has happened in UK. Now, this is a story of a Nigerian man whose wife took from Nigeria to the United Kingdom. But first of all, the husband sponsored the wife to the UK. First, that's the root of the whole story. Now, before we dive into it, please, if you have not subscribed, do that for me. Subscribe, like, share our videos to others, okay? And drop your comment. Let us know your opinion. It is very, very important. Now, this is a story of a Nigerian man whose wife took to the UK. And after a while, the wife kicked him out of the house. So we are going to be discussing it, and I'm going to tell you my own opinion in this very matter and what I see in this very matter. Now, this is not the story that we hear always, where the wife chased the husband after the husband brought her from Nigeria. This one is different. The wife went first, but normally, check the route. The husband did the work, sold some of their properties, and sent the wife to the UK. Now, the wife did a good job, do a lot of things, secured everything that the man needed to come over and join her. But on the long run, things went sour. It wasn't even long before they started having this crash. So I'm going to be discussing it bit by bit so that we can get the message, and I'll be able to discuss every part of it. Now let's start.
My wife stays in London. She was the one that brought me here as a dependent.
Okay. So my wife stays in London, and she was the one that brought him to London as a dependent. Now, what does that mean? It means that you married a good woman who went to London and remembered the husband and said, oh, this my husband has been wonderful. Okay, come over, let us share things together. But mind you that things are not the same in London. Things are not the same way you do it in Africa. It's not the same way you do it in London, in Europe, in America, in anywhere abroad. Things can never be the same. Now, let's continue.
So all of a sudden, she came there and turned to another thing. Before you know it, she ejected me, pushed me out of the house.
Okay. Now, before you know it, she ejected him and pushed him out of the house. Why did she push you out of the house as a husband? First, remember that the wife brought him from home to London, right? For him to come and stay there as a husband, as a dependent. Now, that means that the man is not working. He will depend on the wife for survival, pending when things get better and his maybe 1 or 2 documents are available for him to work, and that may take some time. Now, this man came. Maybe he's an authoritative man. He doesn't bend. You know, he doesn't bend to things. He's not that type that integrates. He's the odogu of the house. Now, when this man was in Nigeria, maybe he's the man of the house, providing, going to work, bringing money while the wife does the cooking, do the cleaning, washing, dishes, doing everything in the house while he was working and providing the money, right? It is always like that most times in Africa. Now, London, where you have been brought, in this case, the thing has turned upside down. The wife now is the one providing the money, while the man is now the dependent who is at home and who is supposed to help the wife do most of those things that she was doing back in Nigeria, because the tides have turned. So you don't expect your wife to also be the same way that she was in Nigeria. That is where the problem is coming from my own perspective. Please, you can also let us know your own thoughts on this in the comment section. Now, let's proceed with him.
House. In fact, I got a contact from Lagos, from my brother. I told him what was going on. He said I shouldn't worry. He's going to give me a contact of one of my brothers here in Leicester. So I got the contact, called him. Then he was one that brought me down to this place and paid one-room apartment for me for 1 month.
One-room apartment.
On the 8th of last month. So the place expired on the 8th of this month. If I had known that I found myself in this condition, I would not be here.
They paid on the 8th of last month, and it expired on the 8th of another month after the wife kicked him out. Now, what does that mean? It means that this man has no job. This man is the dependent, like he said in the beginning. So he's depending on the wife, pending when he will get his own document that will enable him work legally in the United Kingdom. But now, maybe because he's not a bendable type, maybe because he wants to also control the wife, despite the fact that the wife is the one providing for the family. You see the problem here. Now, there was a similar case in the same UK where I think a man also came to the UK. You know, the wife was working, him too wasn't working. So instead of him to take care of the babies, he said that it is the job of the women, that the wife will have to come and do all those, clean the poo-poo of the baby. So from morning till night, the man was waiting for the wife who went to work to come and clean poo-poo. Problem started when the wife came back and was angry. How can you do this? What kind of nonsense is this? He said, no, I'm the man. I cannot do that. It is the duty of the woman to do that. So problem ensued and they started fighting. Neighbors called police and said, oh yeah, there's problem here. There is crisis in this building. Police came and realized that the wife was having bruises all over the body. Now, in this case, it is not the wife who called the police. Neighbors heard the noise and contacted the police. That's how this man now entered Kirikiri in London, entered prison. From there, he'll be going for deportation. You see him? So, London is not Nigeria. If you as a man, you know you have to bend. You will bend very well if you are ready to go to the UK. But if you know you are not ready to bend for anybody, for your wife, or to amend or do anything, you know, from your Dogu system where they have used Rubit to put you standing straight, that you cannot bend again, stay in Nigeria. Don't go to London with your wife or families. Now, let's continue.
I will manage myself back in Nigeria.
We visited friends.
If I go back to Nigeria, where am I going to stay? Everything was disposed of before I started coming down to this place.
You see, that's why I've always advised people. I said, do not sell all your properties in the name of going abroad. I will never sell my properties in the name of going abroad. I don't do it, and I don't encourage anybody to do it. Do that with your extra money because it is part of risks. It is part of risk that you are taking. Going abroad today is no longer going abroad of the yesteryears. Going abroad yesteryears, you know, we welcome you with open arms, welcome you with job opportunities waiting for you. I remember the woman who was taking care of us when we arrived in Italy. You know, the woman was telling us that when they came to this country, that they were begging her. The sister didn't even allow her to walk. They were begging her to please come and walk. Please come here. These people will come. Oh, please. That one, she just visited the sister. They were begging her. Those olden days. But today, you are the one to be dropping curriculum that they will be tearing up and down and be disposing in the dustbin. Today, your curriculum has become useless. You see, but in the past, you don't need curriculum to work. They will be begging you to come and work. So abroad, do not sell your property in the name of going abroad. You will regret it heavily. See this man now. What will I go back to? Since I sold my house, sold my vehicles, sold my land in the name of going to UK. Why will I sell my properties in Nigeria to go to UK? I'm not interested. Please, when I have extra money, I will go. My house will remain for me. These are the type of people who want to gog in UK. Or maybe he had another thought that, oh, 6 months there, I don't hammer, my money go be like water, then I'll go back and build and buy a new place and stay. No, I don't agree with you. Now let's proceed.
The money I realized in Nigeria, I sent it to her. She said she sent the money to her, which I did. So I'm empty in Nigeria. No place to enter. No, I have nothing in Nigeria. So I'm completely stranded.
We reached out to homeless charities, but unfortunately, Francis' visa status does not make him entitled to any benefits or free accommodation. Francis is calling on Africans and Nigerians in the UK to come to his aid.
I need help from people.
My goodness. You see that? You see where he has been left. He's stranded in UK. Even if he say, okay, let me go back to Nigeria, he's still stranded in Nigeria ahead of his return. He's stranded in Nigeria already. Even, okay, let's say he's in UK, but let's say his shadow left his body and to visit Nigeria. The shadow was still stranded in Nigeria. You see the difference here? That's why I've always advised people, do not sell. Do not sell your properties in the name of going abroad. Even selling of properties may even bring bad luck to you going abroad. Now, let me tell you a story before I cut this off and go to another update. When I was coming to Europe, there was a guy who I left Lagos to Benin for both of us to join. Now, in this journey, something happened. Things went sour. Our camp was busted in Libya and everybody ran hater-skater. This boy did not cool down. He was making a very fast move. I told him, follow me. He no agree. So he called the mother to sell land, to sell their landed properties. In fact, they had to share what the father left. They shared the land and he sold his own. In the name of traveling, they used the money for where they pushed them. It didn't work. They calabushed them and they took them back to Libya. But I have to work my money out. I said, no, you don't sell anything. I sold laptop, yeah. I sold laptop, but they ate the money. You see, so selling of your property in the name of these journeys and all that may even bring you bad luck. Find another alternative. Do not sell anything you own already because you will need them the most tomorrow and they will be there for you. You get the point now. That's my own advice for each and every one of you. So please, guys, don't forget to share this video and also use my promo code to send money to Nigeria so you can get all the benefit from Tap Send, like 15 pounds for people in UK. 15 euros for people in Europe, $30 for people in Canada, $30 for people in USA, and 75 AED for people in Dubai. So I don't see the reason why you should be delaying. Guys, use Tap Send with my promo code to enjoy massive bonus. I'll see you guys on the next video.